for what astrology is without going into too much explanation. So for me, and for most astrologers, the way we regard astrology is that it is the archetypal language for your soul. It's the language that helps us speak of the invisible threads that run throughout all of life and all of creation. And it's a language that reminds us of our interrelatedness and our connection with a living universe. So these symbols are alive. They're part of a living universe, just like we are. And so the planets, that's what we limit ourselves to the discussion of the planets in our solar system, not all the bodies out there, because there's quite a lot going on. So the same intelligence that created the planets in our solar system also created us. So the planets are not in charge. Sometimes people have that apprehension like, well, I don't believe in that. They don't tell me what to do. And it's like, no, they don't. They're just energetic beings, just like we're energetic beings. And we contain within our blood and within the nutrients in our body a lot of the same stuff that they're made out of. So a lot of components that are in our blood did not originate here on planet Earth. You know, some of it came from Mars, some of it came from other places in the solar system. So we're all connected. One particular description that I also like is that astrology is the language that helps us speak to the places where the cosmos touches our consciousness. And for me, a lot of times how we're playing is music that's already going on. Hi, Harry.
Hi, how are you?
The planets are like a symphony. The music's already playing and we're already dancing with it. So why not know more about it? Why not have more conscious interaction with them? Because they're reflecting these archetypal themes back to us. It's like looking in a giant cosmic mirror. We get to be more conscious about co-creating with these cycles that are going on. And so as it is above, so it is below. So if there's crazy going on down here on planet Earth, it's going on up there too. So we can learn from them and we can look at some of the crazy or some of the challenges or some of the beauty that's going on and open it up and expand it and use those energies and that information to make more choices or different choices or not to make choices. You know, we always have freedom of choice, which is the beauty of life here on the planet. So today we're talking about the Venus retrograde cycle. And we'll talk about Venus herself and what she represents. And remember, in everybody's chart here, not just the ladies, Venus is a player, okay? So she represents certain archetypes in male and female consciousness, but she does relate more to the divine feminine. And so many of us are aware or believe or experience that over the past several thousand years, that energy has been suppressed or subject to all kinds of not healthy, subjugation. And so when Venus comes around, it's important to pay attention to her and what she wants us to know about and what she wants us to hear about. And we'll talk about why the retrograde cycle of Venus is especially meaningful. What sign is she moving through during the retrograde? Because Venus is like the actor on the stage. She's the one that is playing out and taking action and behaving. But the sign that she's moving through is like her costume. Those are like her props. It's her flavors. It's how she expresses. So when she moves through a sign, she has to use the energy of that sign to express herself. So when people say, oh, where's your moon? My moon's in Aquarius. That means your moon has to use the archetypes of Aquarius to express itself. That's how your moon understands. That's the costume it's got. That's what it signed up to use in this lifetime to express itself. So right now, what we're talking about is not Venus in any one particular person's chart. We're talking about where it is in the sky and what's going on, what energy is she using to express herself. And then while we're talking about it, it fits for everybody. It's like talking about the weather for Chicago. It's like, well, we all experience it, but some people stay indoors, or some people bring umbrellas when it rains. Some people don't, and they get caught in the rain. So it is going on for everyone. And when you have your own chart done, your astrologer would be able to tell you, where's that Venus retrograde moving in your chart? what's it stirring up, what's it activating, because if she's moving right over really hot spots in your chart, it's going to activate certain things for you, and you're going to be really aware of it, which is really cool. It's very potentially really opportune. Sometimes when the planets stir things up, they stir things up. You know, it's like, how you doing in this area of your life? And so we're going to talk about today the types of things that Venus could be stirring up, and we'll try to cover some of the good stuff and some of the challenging stuff, and hopefully, you know, that'll be useful or interesting information for you. So originally we